Hello, boys and girls. This is another broadcast from Radio Free America, and this is a chair seat. See how it is there? But it symbolizes the universe, the singularity, one of the mind of God, universally, right now, for the sake of argument. And there's a shadow on it from the sun, as the sun is wont to do when it shines and it hits an object. There is a shadow. That was my finger that went in there for a second. Now we're going to zoom in closer. And you see that separate from the shadow is this thing, this other speck. And I just sat down, hence the change in angle. And how do we do this? Okay, so we're going to go like this and zoom in closer. And it almost looks like one of those scenes from Star Trek where there's a spaceship flying for those of you who like Star Trek. Now, boys and girls, I'm going to move this thing around. Now imagine that this little sliver, which is about as long as my fingernail, which got under my fingernail actually, this is the entire deep state. And as I said, this chair seat is you see the grain of the plastic that this thing is sitting on. And it is the deep state. And so it's movable. It's not attached to this whole seat is the consciousness of God. The deep state is not attached to it. It is an interloper. It never was here. It might be like a fly that had landed here. And it is what is not in the sight of God and never was in the sight of God. And I thought you would like to have a show and tell that I pulled this whole thing out from under my fingernail using a real knife, which I will proceed to show you because we are all for transparency here. And we're getting it out. It's taking a little time to find it in my pocket. Somewhere in this pocket, I think, is where I put it. Oh, yeah. So this, where is it? There it is. This is my knife. See? And I bought this in St. Louis, which is significant. But you see the shark's teeth? And that sharp edge went under this fingernail, right? Where's the fingernail? Try to show the fingernail next to the knife. There it is. All right, so that's the finger, and you can see that on the end of it is a little dark spot, which is all that's left. But that's the area, marking the area where that sliver, this thing, went in. Where is it? This is hard to find in a camera. Oh, there it is. Okay, so the fingernail received that sliver. And it's as long as my fingernail. See? And that's how deep the deep state went into the body, the mystical body of Christ. And that is it after it was pulled out using the knife. We see right here, simple knife, stainless steel, I think it says. What's it say there? It does say stainless. And so there you have it, boys and girls. You see the deep state removed symbolically in a sense, but not just in a symbolic sense, in a very real sense, physically removed. I'll tell you the story of that in another part of this blog presentation, which will go together